Dallas band. Aren't they amazing? And welcome to CSL Dallas, a spiritual community deep in the heart of Texas, connecting with kindred spirits around the world. And you're invited to explore or dive right into our powerful teachings, practices, mystical experiences, and heart-opening connections. And today is a special day because we have a special guest joining Dr. Petra by the name of David Zelman. And we're going to be creating extraordinary relationships. And so join us as we will learn and grow ourselves, co-create with the universe, experience joy, all while transforming the world one life at a time. So if you're as excited as I am, get up on your feet and put your hands together for the awesome, amazing, spectacular CSL Dallas music team.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michael Grundy, and I have the pleasure of being the platform assistant this morning. So let's start off with reading our purpose statement together. We are radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, and transforming lives, and so it is. So if you are new and joining us for the first time, you are welcome here at CSL Dallas. We celebrate diversity, we seek to demonstrate equity, and are inclusive in all people regardless of color or their skin, who they love, their gender identification, or anything about their personhood. As our teachings of global vision, we do not embrace separation based on hatred, unconscious bias, or any false sense of superiority. This month, we celebrate Black History Month through our special music as we dive into our relationships through the message. Join us every week for something special. We'd love to stay in touch, so please fill out the Connect card in your welcome bag or at the welcome tables. Our greeters can assist you in finding your way around. And for those of you that are online, just follow the link on the line connection card, and it'll be placed in the chat right now. Make sure to subscribe to all of our social media channels by searching CSL Dallas and continue to get more spiritual content while staying up to date on all of our events. And as always, we love it when we get a good Google review. What if the key to unlocking the life you've always dreamed of is not out there somewhere, but within you? Welcome to Infinite You as the Universe, a transformative 6-week journey into the boundless power that is your birthright. This course is great for those of you who are new to science of mind and looking for a place to start. It's also good for those who want a personal and heart-centered approach to these powerful teachings based on the timeless wisdom of Ernest Holmes' book, This Thing Called You. You are invited to experience the vast untapped potential that resides within you. With its simple language and impactful insights, this little book will end up living on your bedside or your meditation table for the rest of your life. So join spiritual coach Avis Ivas beginning this Tuesday, February 4th at 7 p.m. Central Time, and it's going to be online. You can find out more by heading over to our events page at CSL Dallas and choose the courses in the workshop section. And right now, I get to invite Reverend Petra up to say some fantastic words.
Absolutely. So we have a special invitation for everybody to be part of our Step Out in Faith home study program. So we've been doing this for years and years and years. It is an opportunity as we get together and we move into the spring of the year to do a community-wide spiritual growth program. So this program runs for the month of March. And it is anchored on the Sunday morning talks and also then in home study groups. Those home study groups can be in person in your neighborhood or online. We've had many hosts sign up to say, I'm willing to open the doors or open the Zoom room for people to be involved in the Step Out in Faith program. This year, we're diving into spiritual mind treatment. We had a lot of people, especially those of you who are new, or maybe some of you have been around for a while and need a refresher. What is spiritual mind treatment? How do you do it? How does it work? Spiritual mind treatment is an extraordinary spiritual practice that is the cornerstone of our practices of living the science of mind, not just learning about it or talking about it. So we invite you to become part of a home study group. Anywhere you are, anywhere in the world, or right here in DFW, you can sign up for a home study group. So on the flyer that we put out for February, there's a QR code. You can use that. All the home study groups are listed. Which one you want to pick to be a part of. For those of you online, there's a link being put into the chat. And we really, really encourage you to be a part of it because it's really cool when you come together on a Sunday morning or you're online in the chat or you're Wednesday night or you're in your home study group to know that all of us are stepping out in faith together. And our community as a whole is enriched by this process. So please do sign up. The other really cool thing is that you get to know people at a whole nother level, right? When we're in these very intimate moments, quiet in somebody's home, we try to keep them 8 to 10 people, so you're not in a 25-person class or 100 people on a Zoom call, right? It's a real opportunity to talk and to go deeper and to explore this amazing, amazing spiritual technique that we have in the science of mind, spiritual mind treatment. So please do sign up. Sign-ups will go all month so that we can fill up all the groups, and say a big, huge thank you to Erin, who's helping me with the workbook, putting it together. Ryan, huge thank you to Ryan for videos. You'll get a video every week. There'll be a card for each step so that when you're done, you'll have like a series that you can do your own spiritual mind treatment. And we have a very special gift for those of you who sign up for a home study group and attend every one of them. There's a very special gift at the end. So all kinds of cool stuff going on, Step Out in Faith. And we have entitled this program, Are You Ready to Receive? And that reminds us of the 5 stages in our spiritual mind treatment. And when you're in the course or when you're in your home study group, you'll know what that means.
Thank you, Petra. Hey, guys, with that is the end of our announcements. So the only thing that's left to say is settle into the morning and enjoy our music team, Brad and Jonathan and Matt and Cindy and the Supremes. But I think Candy, I'm sorry, Candy and the Supreme. Candy, Aaron, Glenda, and Cleo. Enjoy the service, guys.
So let's just allow ourselves to access that center within each of us. That center of consciousness, that center of beingness, that ever presence of the very source of who and what we are, each of us, right now. So, in this moment, it is said, be still and know that I am God, that I am that. The very expression of life itself, expressing as me and as you, as each of us. And there is such unity flowing within and without, so connected with all that is, and that all good and all wisdom and all love is present. And I'm showing up as that. Each of us is showing up as that. And in that, we can be a stand for peace. a stand for love, a stand for joy. And it's all from within that relationship we have with ourselves, isn't it? To know that we know that we know. And I am just so grateful for this moment, this time we have to share together, to share with each other, and to simply stand in the truth that we know. And with that, I say, amen, and so it is.
I am willing to open my life, to open my life. I am willing to be the change I wish to see.
I got an iPad, I got a PowerPoint, I got a microphone. Holy moly. So, all right. So, first of all, is this not a fabulous music team? Yes, 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 yes. Backed up by a fabulous band. And we always go all out on Easter Sunday, and we always have a fabulous addition to the music team, an ensemble, and or if we have enough of you sign up, we'll actually have a choir. So Candy is making an open invitation for you to participate in our choir for Easter. So please see her if you've ever wanted to sing with this amazing group of people. And you wanted to express your joy for music and be a part of it. So rehearsals start February 19th on Sunday after the celebration, so it's very convenient. Oh, Wednesday. Is that still the 19th? Okay. That week, that Wednesday. Please see Candy. And so it's about an hour and 15 minutes on a Wednesday night from mid-February till the middle of April, because Easter is April 20th. So please, please, please come be a part of it. We have some really amazing music that we've picked out, and you want to be a part of it. All right. Because we have such a fabulous music team, the fabulous music department headed by the fabulous Candy Williams, and supported by Glenda Wyatt Franklin. Yes. So it's always a little challenging in February because traditionally February is the love month, and it's the month that we inevitably talk about relationships. And February is, of course, an opportunity to celebrate Black History Month. And because we have this incredible music department, we have asked them to take the lead on celebrating Black History Month with our music this month. And so they have chosen some extraordinary songs that will be sung every week. And it's such a lovely thing when Candy started to send me quotes by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. that included love. As if somehow Black History Month and love didn't go together, we were quickly disabused of that notion, right? Which is really, really something to notice. Love actually belongs everywhere, doesn't it? It belongs in every conversation, in every political act, in every personal act, in our own hearts and in our own lives. So we'll be sharing those quotes as well. So today's quote, I hope you can read that. It's white on that light blue. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word in reality. And so it is, right? Yeah. So to begin our celebration for Black History Month, we have this poem called I Dream a World by Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes was a principal in the Harlem Renaissance in the 1920s. And of course, we know that the Black community was having a renaissance all over the place, including Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah. If you don't know that story, you should look it up, right? And how interesting some of the stories that I grew up from in Philadelphia about what Harlem was all about. And yet, this extraordinary renaissance was happening in the 20s and 30s in the Black and African American art, culture, music, philosophy, an extraordinary expression. So this comes from Langston Hughes, I Dream a World. I will change a couple of gender terms, but not all of them, because it is of the time period in which he was writing. I dream a world where man, or in an individual, no other man will scorn, where love will bless the earth and peace its paths adorn. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul, nor avarice blights our day. A world I dream where black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth, and everyone is free. Where wretchedness will hang its head and joy, like a pearl, attends the needs of all mankind. Of such I dream our world.
Be encouraged. Love. See you through. Love. Be the first to love. Fill your heart with love. Be about it. Love. Sing a song about love. Never doubt that love. Unconditional love is our shelter love. Now and always love. Before and after love. Be encouraged. It'll fill your heart. It's the best thing. You can't go wrong with, 'cause it's eternal and it has no end. So stand on up for unconditional is our shelter now and always. Before and after love, love gives you courage. It'll fill your heart. It's the best thing. You can't go wrong with, 'cause it's eternal and it has no end. So stand on up for unconditional love is our shelter now and always. Before and after.
Brother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, there's far too many of you dying. Oh, we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Yeah, Father, there's no need to escalate. Oh, war is not the answer for
to fill your heart with, 'cause it's eternal and it has no end. So stand on up for full intentional. It's our shelter now and always, before and after. Love, it's eternal and it has no end. Hey, yeah, yeah. It's eternal. It has no end. Love, love, love. Thank you.
Beautiful. Oop. So beautiful. Thank you so much. Written by Ricky Byers and the incomparable Marvin Gaye. All right. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, love. Whew, man, love is the answer, except for when we're in a relationship, right? And then it's maybe not always as loving as we would like it to be. And of course, everything is relationships. Everything is relationships. Everything begins and ends in relationships. Whether we're talking about our primary relationship, our family, our work, our community, whether we're talking about our politics, our nation, our world. Whew, man. Relationships are just everywhere, aren't they? And what I notice is that when we teach classes, oftentimes what happens is we do this great, brilliant spiritual work, and everybody's all excited, and then somebody asks, well, yeah, but what if there's another person involved? Then what do I do? Right? Which is, of course, the part of the heart of the matter, so to speak. So we are going to be exploring it this month. We're pretty excited about that. This is about connecting with others, right? Relationships is all about connection. And we know that that connection, of course, starts with where we are, where we stand, how we show up. I'm thrilled to also say that Reverend Karen will be speaking this month. I believe it's next week. I'm super excited about that because she's in town, and she'll be speaking the first week in March before she flies off to wherever it is she's going on Spirit Tours. So we love to have her speaking when she's in town. So lots of interesting and fabulous conversations we'll be having. But we're going to start today with the idea that we can create extraordinary relationships. We can actually do that. And we do that not only with our emotional intelligence, but we also do that because we recognize that spirituality is not for just our meditation cushion, and it's not just for us, right? Our relationships become sort of the primary place in which we practice what we say we know, we practice what we say we believe, we practice trying to be different than our childhood patterns, right? And it's the place where all of this work is available to us, so that transformation becomes the goal when we are engaged in our relationships as consciously as possible. Now, again, the question that usually comes up is, how do I do that? Well, based on my history, I've only recently begun to have a clue as to how one does that. If you were to look at my relationship history, clearly for a very long time, I did not know how. So we have a lovely opportunity to bring Dr. David Zelman up here. David, would you come on up here? Yes, because David has this fabulous, he has his own organization, the Transition Institute. He's created the Transition Process, which is a remarkable opportunity. And maybe some of you were here in last year when David spoke, and he talked about the transition process, and he worked us through when we were getting ready to right size. right? And we had this extraordinary opportunity, a workshop after the celebration, to handle our fears and our doubts and our concerns. And man, I'll tell you what, that was an extraordinary moment in our walk, really. And it really moved us forward in a way that was amazing. And if you were in the room, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so David and I are doing this workshop this afternoon, Creating Extraordinary Relationships, today, this Sunday, and next. And I love David's work because he talks about how to be conscious, how to be emotionally intelligent, how to do all of these things without some of the sometimes spiritual language that can get in the way. It's so clear, it's so applicable, and it's really amazingly understandable when clearly from, up until a few years ago, 10 years ago, my relationship history was, I don't have a clue. Right? Some of us resemble that remark. And so the relationships that we create truly can become a container for transformation, our own, each other's, and the work that we do in the world. So David's going to kick it off today in this celebration, and then we're going to dive really deep in this Sunday at 1, and then next Sunday at 1. If you haven't signed up, you're going to want to sign up. And for those of you who are Super Bowl fans, we promise you will be home in time for your Super Bowl party next week. Do not worry. Do not worry. We will absolutely make sure, because David has to go to a Super Bowl party too. Right? So no worries. Gosh, I think without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to you, David. Thanks for being here.
All right, thank you. Okay, Marvin Gaye, is that not a unifying? Oh my God, that was so great. I loved it. I'm thrilled to be back here again. And this time we're going to expand the conversation a little. Last time we talked about the transitions process in particular. And this time, given it's Valentine's Day coming up, we thought we would apply some of the principles of the transitions process to our relationships and see how that manifests and how it comes about, how it expresses itself. So today, we're going to be taking a little peek at how the transitions process actually gives us some power in terms of creating and generating extraordinary relationships. Now, when I stand in front of people, I try and be humble. I mean, I really do. Because I know some people have great relationships, and I'm not trying to tell people that they need this program or anything. However, I've been doing this work for over 40 years, and there is an aspect of being related that seems to be transparent, that people miss, that if they had access to this, it gives them the power to be transformative in their own lives as well as their relationships, as if you could separate the two. But it's typically missing. So what this program is going to be about today and next week is really crystallizing the nature of what's in the way of us having extraordinary relationships, including having an extraordinary relationship with ourselves. You know, I listen to people all the time, and they worry, they're concerned, they have hesitation, reservations about how to do things, how to move forward, how to communicate. Is it too simple? Am I simplifying things too much to say that perhaps we can have clarity in all these issues around our life? That there's a possibility to move forward with a certainty and confidence? I think it is. And I want you to be the judge of that. I don't want to be the judge of that for you. I want you to be the judge of that. But I want to give you some tools to at least examine what's possible first. So that's what we're going to do this afternoon. Here's what I can tell you. That the program this afternoon is not about understanding relationships. It's not about fixing them. It's about being related. That's the starting place. Let's start from being related and then look out into the world. Let's not try and get related, because that's false. We are already related. Every breath you've taken on planet Earth has occurred within relationship. Period. So how do you get people related when they already are? I mean, there's something wrong with that. There's no not being related. It's a 24/7 reality. We are related. And part of that being related is obviously having a relationship with yourself. It's being related to oneself. What's that like? What's the conversation you are about yourself? Instrumental in how you do life with others and every aspect of your life. So human beings have been at this forever, and yet we're still struggling. What's that about? Well, I would like to say part of the problem, interesting, is that we've actually thought that we are the problem or our partner's the problem. It's got to be there, right? It's either us or them. We're having a problem being related. What if there's a third element that often goes unaccounted for? And if you can include that, if you could actually see the context, the paradigm in which we're doing relationships, or trying to have relationships, you can see that there's this extraordinary problem that we have never really been able to confront. And to be able to see it gives us the opportunity to interact with it and manage it in a way that we can be senior to it. So you and your partner are not the problem, per se. I think this third element has a lot to do with it. I call it the psychological paradigm. It's a paradigm. You know how paradigms work? So a paradigm is a way of viewing things that actually shapes how you see what you see. So, for example, if you had a pair of red-tinted glasses on and you were looking out into the world, obviously everything has a rose color. You know, if you have a paradigm called life is a struggle or relationships are a struggle, can you hear how you already have set it up inadvertently, even though you didn't want to, even though you're not trying to? I know, but my parents this and they didn't. It doesn't matter what the source is. If you have a paradigm called struggle, that's the way it's going to be. If you have a paradigm called scarcity, there's not enough time, money, love, etc., well, that pretty well shapes your life. How do you get back to recognizing the paradigm that's shaping our lives and then being able to simply change the slide? Create a new paradigm that has the power to deliver what we all know is our birthright, which is love, communion, appreciation, etc. So that's what this process is really about. It's about identifying this paradigm. And here's the cool thing about this process we're going to do this afternoon. We're not going to only talk about this paradigm. We're going to have it in the room three-dimensionally. We can talk to it. Hey, paradigm, what about this? I mean, it's going to be real, palatable. And when it gets to be that palatable and real, you start to be able to have a relationship with it for what it is. And that's the opportunity that we're going to provide. Once we do that, then we can step outside it, start to design a way forward in relationships outside that, and we can provide tools. We could create tools that support us and sustain us in staying outside that paradigm. You know, we've all done courses and we've learned things and we've made commitments and taken stands, and then 3 or 4 weeks later, you know, we forgot or it's gone. And now we find ourselves back where we started, or we're not capable of sustaining the breakthrough that we had. Part of what's necessary and what will be made available will be, how do you sustain the kinds of breakthroughs that we're trying to create? They have to be sustainable, or what's the point? You get a break, a 2-week break where you actually feel good and love. But we've done that. It's not bad. I like that myself. But we want something more powerful. Okay, so we're going to generate a new paradigm that will allow for an immediate breakthrough, and we'll provide tools for sustaining that breakthrough. That's what we're going to do in the 2 afternoon sessions. This morning, you know, I don't know. I didn't know what to do really to kind of presence what we're up to and what we want to accomplish. But I created a handout, and I think everybody got it on the way. And if you didn't get one, please raise your hand and someone will share it with you. They're coming with pens. If you need a pen, raise your hand.
And do we have a link for the ones in the chat, please? Can you put that link in the chat as well? Make sure that they get it as well.
Okay, so this is pretty simple. Don't make it overly complicated, please. You know, if you're going to have a great relationship, there are key aspects that you have to be aware of and be present to. And I've listed 10 of them here. That there are more, obviously. This isn't a complete list. But compatibility, appreciation, commitment, responsibility, passion, honesty, communication, health, support, and love, all of these are essential elements of having an extraordinary relationship. So what I would like to do with you for the next, it'll take maybe 10 minutes for the whole thing, but what we'd like to do is I'm going to ask you on the sheet next to each of those words to write a number from 1 to 10 that represents the quality that you experience in your relationship regarding compatibility. You know, and I'll try and give you a little more color to this. But your job is simply take what you get and write a number. Like in my relationship, my partner and I experience compatibility. My partner is my friend. You know, we're close. We enjoy spending time together. We share many of the same views and perspectives. We're compatible, okay? It's that simple. We're not trying to do a deep dive like, you know, because we can always find exceptions. And basically, just give yourself or your relationship a score from 1 to 10. If you're not currently in a relationship, you might want to reflect on the last one, or you might you know, choose somebody else, a best friend or a parent or child. Whoever you do it with is, you know, most of these will apply, okay? So, any questions? Good. So, the first one, and this is for you, okay? This is not, we're not going to ask you to come up here and tell everybody what your score is and so forth. Yes? 10 is the highest, yes. So if you give yourself 11, that's okay, but, you know, we're playing the 10 game. Okay. Again, compatibility. Number one, compatibility. My partner and I, we're friends. We enjoy spending times together, and we share a lot of the same views. Boom. Don't give it a lot of thought, just 1 to 10, some number. Sometimes people feel, well, we're really a 10, but I feel it's 2, I don't, or well, whatever. Just your best shot. Second, appreciation. So what is appreciation? It's, you love spending the day together or hearing about the other person's day. Appreciate. You look forward to going home and being with that person. You appreciate the contribution that person or your relationship makes in life. You have a great feeling about not only appreciating them, but that you're also appreciated. Okay? Commitment. Shared similar goals. You see things a lot the same way. You support each other's individuality. You support each other's commitments. Okay, responsibility or ownership. You in your relationship, you make promises and you keep promises. You ask your partner what they need, and you provide it when, more often than not, you take ownership of problems. There's no fault or blame involved. Passion. Okay, we make love. We hold hands. We say, I love you. We're more interested in them than trying to be interesting. Okay. Honesty. This is such a big one for people. Trustworthy. Tells the truth. We tell the truth. We're faithful. We're loyal. We keep our promises to each other. Communication. Again, open and honest. Nothing withheld. Occasionally there's something, but for the most part, we're anything important. I have a rule, by the way, in my relationship. If I have a thought 3 times that I'm mad at her about X, and I had that thought 3 times, sorry, I can't tell myself it the 4th time. I got to tell her now. 3 is the limit for me to walk around with withheld somethings. Okay, the next one, health. We support each other's health and vitality. We have a general sense of well-being in our relationship. We feel good most of the time, and we're responsible for our own happiness. Support, encourage the person to be the best they can be, and I'm encouraged to be the best I can be, not to play small. There's an interest in achieving goals. And lastly, love. Treats me with respect, tells me they love me. We tell each other we love each other. Okay, that's just a quick exercise. Can you please add up the numbers that you have? So 1 to 10, you got 10 numbers. The maximum you could have is 100. Whoa. Normally when someone says they got 100, I said, have someone else fill it out for you. Okay. So, basically, look, one of the things that you can see from doing this is if there's, an area below 5, pretty much that should be looked at and worked on if you can. You could find a way of transforming that. So if you're in the program this afternoon, you'd want to have one, anything that had a 1 to 5, you'd want to bring that into the conversation so that you could work on it and have a breakthrough, right? Anything between 5 and 8, it's one of those things where we're rolling along. It's just part of the conversation. It's okay. It's not great. It's not extraordinary, but it is, tolerable. We can handle that one. And if you have above 8 in an area, that's outstanding. And maybe you could teach us how to do that. Seriously, some people are really, really good at some of these things, and I love being coached by experts. So anyway, this is just, an example of if you're going to dive into having extraordinary relationships, you got to language what you're talking about. You got to not only have feelings. Feelings are important, but feelings are a function of our conversations. What are we saying about the relationship that we have? And I promise you, everything that we discussed so far is open to being transformed within the space of the relationship. Not 2 months from now, it's just a shift. And when we get outside that psychological paradigm we're talking about, things look a lot easier to deal with and work with. So that's what I got. Yay. Well, thank you.
All right.
I'm looking forward to seeing you this afternoon.
So the other thing we should tell you about David, come stand out here in the middle. Come stand out here so people can see you. There you go, stand out here in the middle. So the other thing we should tell you about David is he has 2 fabulous books that you can purchase. We're not going to be quote unquote using them in the workshop, but they will be really helpful. They're out in the Barong Lounge. If you want to have them and David can sign them, you can get them before and after the workshop. If you want to run out and have a bite to eat, those of you online who are in the DFW area, grab your food and come on in. It is an in-person workshop only. So, because it's an opportunity for us to get into it in a good way. So you can still sign up. Carmen is out there at the table. She and her volunteers will be able to handle the books, and they will be able to handle registrations, or you can just go to CSLDallas.org to the events page, either pick today or pick classes and workshops. And sign up, and we will see you this afternoon, which will be super fabulous. So let's say thank you to David for being with us this morning. Fabulous, fabulous. All right, so speaking of relationships and the wonderful transformation that we get to support with each other, being related, we want to, is Faye, are you in the room now? Where's Faye? She's supposed to be in the room by now. I know, but she's supposed to be in the room by now. Okay, so we wanted to bring her up here, but we can't quite do that, and it's really okay because it's not her big day yet. It's almost her big day. So Faye helped us out last year, at the end of 2023, and she came on board full-time in 2024 as the assistant to the minister because, as you know, she was in her last year of ministerial school. And she still has a senior seminar to do. The graduation will be in June, but... Wednesday of this last week, not only has Faye completed all of her capstone exams, but she went and had her oral exam, and at the end of that oral exam, she was passed and is now Reverend Faye Abdus-Salam. Yes. For those of you who don't know, it's a 10-year process. From foundations all the way through to the end, it's a 10-year process. 4 years of ministerial school, 2 years of practitioner spiritual coaching training, and 3 to 4 years in the basic classes. And Faye has been steadily working along. So we will be planning an installation, and her job will change from assistant to the minister to assistant minister. At that time, when we have an opportunity to install her, you'll get to hear about when we're going to be doing that as soon as we have a date and a time, and we get to celebrate. But please do celebrate Reverend Faye today. Yay. Thank you so much. So lots of amazing, wonderful things. And I think that's all my announcements, Michael. So I think we're turning it back over to you.
Okay, we still got time, guys. So now's the time for our offering, believe it or not. Please give generously to the work of CSL Dallas and be a force for good in the world and in your own life. So now let's read our affirmation together. The life of the eternal spirit is mine to enjoy. The abundance, the wisdom, and the peace of the divine are mine now. We accept our highest good now. Joyfully, we anticipate greater abundance, more success, and a deeper peace, and unity and our world. And so it is. So, guys, there's a lot of different ways that you can give around here. You can give in the baskets. You can do it online. You can save us the credit card fee by writing a check or just putting cash in the basket. Whatever works best for you is good. And if you're writing something out, remember that our number now for the new suite is 113. Okay. Hey, check out 2 great, amazing courses that are offered this month for your spiritual growth and personal evolution. First, if you have ever wanted to take a deeper dive into metaphysical meaning of the New Testament and learn the true meaning and the teachings of Jesus, then join us for a special course starting February 20th. We promise you've not heard the Bible talked about in this way. Your mind will be blown and your heart will be opened by the metaphysical teachings drawn from the ancient mystery schools that Jesus demonstrates for each of us in the New Testament. This 8-week course invites you to see with new eyes and listen with an open mind as you release fear, judgment, and false interpretations. Discover the gems of the metaphysical teachings of Jesus through the master teacher, Dr. Petra. Register now by going to our events section and choosing the course and workshop section at CSLDallas.org. Are you ready to cultivate a consciousness of health, prosperity, and limitless possibilities? Well, this possibility rests on the foundation of what goes on in our own inner lives. In the discovery and exploration of the power of our thoughts, in the awakening, enrichment, and expansion of our own individual consciousness, so that each of us is fully open to being all that we can be, and be aware of the presence within and the unity of all life. As this life enrichment process unfolds in each of us, it pours into the universal consciousness, a vital force for change in the world. You want to know how to raise your consciousness to a higher vibration? Well, this course is taught by spiritual coach Sherry Woods, and will show you how. So sign up for all the courses through the education or events at CSLDallas.org. Every Sunday, our spiritual coaches are available for your spiritual. Oops.
I'm sorry, I wrote that, and did we say the name of the course? It's called Building a Healing Consciousness.
Oh.
So, and I'm sorry if I didn't put that in. That's the beginning of March, Building a Healing Consciousness. We have the Bible class in February, and then this Tuesday, right? Avis is starting the Universe as You class. We have 3 amazing classes. You should take them all. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Peter. Peter's always corrected me, no matter what time of day it is or whatever. Hey, guys, every Sunday our spiritual coaches are available for your spiritual support. So please visit them in the Peace Room, which is in the Bronx Lounge, or after our celebration. For those who are online and want spiritual support, please visit our spiritual coaches directory under the community support page of our website. Is that enough?
Yes.
You guys got a few more minutes?
Yes.
Oh, great, then. This is where I take advantage of the fact that I'm platform assistant, okay? So, This is Black History Month, okay? And most of you may not know, but all the songs that we have up here have some kind of history about it. 80% of them are written by somebody who's a part of our community. And if you knew something, you'd know that Robin Hackett wrote that song for an occasion. Laney wrote that song for occasion. Now we've got Willene, who's our songwriter, who's writing them for a special occasion, okay? And the song that we're about to sing now was written for a special occasion. And because this is Black History Month, and I'm big on Black history, I'm gonna take a minute to tell you guys a little bit about the history of that particular song, okay? And before I get to that, I want to tell you, too, that if you really want to know about some Black history, I'm really proud of Candy and what she's going to be doing with the songs. Candy's mom was one of the first Black female legislators in the country. That's some Black history right there. Am I right? Now, to the other history, okay? So some of you may or may not know how come we got into this Black history stuff and why we do the Black history, you know? Now, we wouldn't have Black history if everybody's history had been included together in the first place, okay? But since that wasn't the case, what happened was back in 1921, Dr. Carter G. Woodson said that Black people needed to know more about their history. He wasn't really worried about everybody else, but he wanted to make sure that they knew more about their history. And that started off as Negro History Week, okay? As it grew, and that was, remember, in the 1920s when Petra was talking earlier, that was the Black Renaissance time frame. So that's when that song started to really kick off, okay? It had originally started, though, back in 1900s. But back to the Black history stuff, okay? We started off with Black History Week back in the 20s, okay? Believe it or not, the first president to recognize Black History Month, okay? Because we had gone from Negro History Week to now a month. The first one was at our bicentennial. And you know who was president then? Gerald Ford. Okay, a Republican, Gerald Ford, was the one who started America celebrating Black History Month for a whole month, okay? He was the first one. And every president since then has claimed that the month of February is the month that we celebrate Black history. It started off being a week, and it started off being a week because they took the week that encompasses both Abraham Lincoln's birthday and Frederick Douglass's birthday, and that was the week. Not because it was the shortest month of the year and none of that other crazy stuff you hear, okay? That was why, okay? Now, the song that we're about to sing, I had talked with Candy about it earlier, okay? Because I know the history of the song. And I know the history may be different than some folks. And now we sing it all around, but I want to make sure that at least you guys in this audience know the history of the song, okay? So in 1900, the country was celebrating Abraham Lincoln's birthday. And at a little small elementary school in Florida, the principal's name was James Weldon Johnson. He had a brother named John Johnson. One of them wrote the lyrics and one wrote the music. James wrote the music and John wrote the lyrics, okay? And they had all the little elementary kids come sing the song because Booker T. Washington, who was the biggest name in Black people at that time, was coming to be at that event. That's where the song started. 1900, okay? In 1919, the NAACP declared that it was going to be the Negro National Anthem, okay? It took a little bit further in the 50s and the 60s when Black people started to sing it as a civil rights song, okay? By the time you get to the 2000s, now we sing it like it's a pop song. You know, we sing it at the sports games, at churches, everywhere, okay? When I grew up, my grandparents, who were born in 1900, taught me the song. I learned it from people in that generation whose grandparents had been slaves. So when they sang that song from their bones because the words were a part of what they had lived and what they had been through. And because of that, I was taught that you only sing that song as a song of reverence. You only sing it at sacred times. You don't always sing it at church. You don't always sing it or never sing it at sport events. And when I was coming up, everybody wasn't allowed to even sing the song. Just like with some Native American cultures, everybody can't tell their stories. It's because it's got to be in your bones. Well, we've grown now, and, you know, Candy even straightened me out. You know, we're into unity, and we're letting everybody sing the song now. So I'm good with that. I can grow too, okay? But I want to make sure you know the history of the song. So whether you know the words, sing the words, or whatever, you know, just know that people used to sing that from their bones because the song really means something. And it says something about where we came from as a country, okay? The fact that we all sing it together now probably also says something about where we are as a country, too. And I'm going to try to grow and say that that's a good thing. So when you guys sing it as a good thing, okay? Lift every voice and sing. There you go.
And the fact that we need to sing it again. Right? It's the fact that we need to sing it again because it's in all of our bones. Please stand. This candle is from our Peace Vigil yesterday. We had many people come and be a part of the Peace Vigil for the Season for Peace and Nonviolence. It was totally appropriate to have it on the first day of Black History Month. Sorry, thank you. It was totally appropriate to have it at the beginning of Black History Month, particularly because of some of the recent declarations coming out of the White House. So let it be from your bones.
Hey guys, the last thing I'm supposed to say is stand up and sing with us and celebrate as we sing our way out of here, guys. Enjoy.